Jade, don't you wish we worked with more gamers? Don't get me wrong, I like talking to you about games, but wouldn't it be nice if other people loved them too? Like, check this out, I started playing a game called Bloodstained.
That's disgusting.
No, it's a game. It's called Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's like a clone of Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Frank, you sound like a nerd. No one knows what you're talking about. Wait, I know how to save this.
Actually, that game just turned 25 years old, so naturally everybody's wondering if DiCaprio is going to break up with her, am I right?
Frank, you say some of the most messed up things sometimes.
Anyways, like I was saying, I loved Symphony of the Night. The way Alucard grew, how cool it was to unlock all those skills, forms, and equipment. I swear, when I got Poison Mist, I almost did a backflip. Sure, the voice acting was...
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets!
Good luck. That is a tough crowd.
But it was still an incredible experience. Now, flash forward, and this guy leaves Konami and makes Bloodstained. From the start, you can tell the voice acting's much better.
Kill those murderers dead!
But the story is pretty confusing early on, and the main villain's name is...
Shut up! Enough already!
Oh, and you probably can't play in front of your kids with all the blood, and, well, Dominique is a member of the church, but I don't remember nuns looking like that when I was a kid.
Oh, baby, now we're talking.
Settle down, Jay. I actually thought this stuff looked out of place, and some of the enemies and environments just have something odd about them. Anyways, you start your adventure with virtually nothing and have to fight your way around a sprawling castle with insanely lethal enemies. It doesn't matter if they touch your face or your big toe, you pay the price either way. You do have this handy backslide ability though.
Wait a minute, how hard is this game?
Oh, don't worry, I rarely even used the backslide and I was just fine. I just kept killing mobs to get random drops and XP.
Did you just say XP? Does this game have stat points, like intelligence and strength?
Well, yeah, but it's simple and automatic. All you have to do is kill things. It was much harder figuring out what the items actually do. Like, see this bandit blade? The description says a sword with hidden capabilities. Turns out it has a special move which can make enemies drop items. But the chance is so rare that I kept thinking I was doing it wrong.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
What's worse is that since the game is called Bloodstained, I was really worried about my search algorithm each time I researched something like Bloodstained Cashmere or Bloodstained Writhing Limbs.
That's it! I'm leaving.
See, this is why I'm no fun at parties.
Alright, Frank, so you level up and collect a bunch of stuff, but,
Oh, did I mention shards yet? Well, Miriam's a shard binder, which means she can absorb powers from the enemies she kills. It's kind of unnerving the first time this happens, but if you get one, it stabs you in the gut and grants you an ability. There's tons to collect and customize your loadout. Actually, that reminds me of something I didn't like about the game. You need specific shards to get through some parts of the map, and I never use these shards anywhere else. I felt like it ruined the flow when I had to swap out certain abilities just to literally get through some tiny hole in the wall. Sure, there's a quick loadout wheel, but it doesn't give you enough slots until you level it up.
and how do you do that? You gotta grind for upgrades?
Well, it's not necessary, but since I wanted to 100% the game, I spent a lot of time farming mobs.
I don't like that.
It's not that bad, and if you're not into all the farming, you can do playthroughs using 2 different characters, each with their own moves and strengths, but they don't get all the cool gear and shards. With Miriam though, I started a few different New Game Plus runs using random loadouts in between each section just to make the game feel fresh. Besides, I still had to master all these weapon techniques. It's just a shame that I kept getting all these crashes during the late game. I don't know if it was just me, but if I didn't compulsively save my game, I was liable to get some infuriating crashes causing me to lose everything.
Alright, Frank, I can tell you like the game, but I think I'm gonna stick with my Battle Fortnite 3. They just released a new skin for $10.
I need new friends. If you love Castlevania Symphony of the Night and crave collectibles, crafting, exploring with tons of secrets, then you might love Bloodstained. If you hate Metroidvanias and can't stand grinding and farming if you want to 100% a game, then this might not be for you. And thanks for subbing. Click here to check out some tips for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.